Welcome in, I'm Stacy. We've already done a full review of this Barweer Arcade designed by ahri.bricks. If you missed it, the link will be here and in the description of this video. Today, let's go side by side with some other modulars to give you an idea of how this may look in your city. Got some Lumibricks sets here. On the left, we have the Lumibricks Road Trip Series gas station. Thought it would be really nice to maybe come across an arcade on a road trip. Base plates fit really well with this one. Not too much space in between, but they do fit nice and snug. And then on the right, continuing with the road trip series, we have the Twilight Motel. Again, I think having an arcade on this strip is really good. I do like the size of these together as well because they're all very similar. And look, even the roof is very similar with the motel and the arcade. And lights out. There are so many different colors here, but we've got the orange from the gas station. The green and yellow really stands out on the front of the arcade. And then we've got a mix of colors here in the front window with the Twilight Motel and then up on the sign. I think this looks pretty good. And this one, we have a mixture of brands. Again, these are all pretty much the same height, which I really enjoy. On the left, we have the Happy Build duplex house, very modern style. Although the arcade is not necessarily modern, it does have that boxy look. The base plates fit perfect, and we even have a little bit of a walkway through there. On the right, we have the Oak and Barrel Tavern from Xbert. The base plate on this is much smaller than the other two, but it does line up perfectly alongside the arcade, and I love how that tree looks out there beside it. And all three have lights. So we did turn the lights out in the room. Very soft lights for the duplex. Of course, it's residential. Then we've got some soft and bright lights here with the arcade. And then we've got very bright lights here with the Oak and Barrel Tavern, as that is a full business. But with the base plate pushed back on the Oak and Barrel Tavern, gives us a much better view of the first floor of this arcade. And from Pantasy, I brought in the motorcycle restaurant on the left. I really like how these base plates fit together. Because the arcade is back a little bit, it's not infringing on that sign from the motorcycle restaurant. Although the base plate for the arcade is a little shorter. And then on the right, we have the craft brewery. There is just enough room there that our bottle from the craft brewery is not hidden at all. I'm not sure what I think about this street. Let me know what you think. I am actually pleasantly surprised by this one. We brought in Lego. On the left, we have the Jazz Club. And where that yellow building on the Jazz Club sits right up against the boba tea store, the yellow really pops. I really like it. Base plates fit perfect. They are exactly the same size base plates and same height. And then on the right, we have the Tudor corner. Again, base plates are perfect here. That stairway is not covered at all. You're able to see it perfectly. But like I said, I really like this one. It's pretty good. And we've got the Lumibricks Street Fusion series, two of my favorite sets. We have the record store on the left. These base plates fit really nicely. Our fire escape is not covered. And I don't know, there's something about this that just really blends for me. Over on the right, we've got the boxing club. There's so many different colors here with these two sets. It kind of looks chaotic, but beautiful at the same time. The base plates are really nice. Nothing is overhanging. I just really, really like this one. For me, these are even better in the dark. You can really see the structure and the outline of both the taller buildings. The record store on the left, the boxing club on the right, but that arcade still stands out in its own way. And we've got Pantasy again. On the left, we have the opera. Now, these buildings couldn't be more different, although they're both entertainment. And we do have the arcade that sits right up against the opera, building to building. It does cover some of those windows there. And then on the right, we have the architecture firm. This again is a very different building from both the arcade and the opera. But the base plates fit really, really well, and there is still a little bit of a walkway in there. And we have lights out for this one. We've got lights now, thanks to Pantasy, for the opera. And then we have the architecture firm that has integrated lights. This is so cool. Again, very different buildings, but I'm just so excited to see all of these lit up. I would love to know if you have a favorite combination or even a favorite building. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe on your way out. And until next time, keep clicking those bricks.